from Ann Arbor. Give it up for Khurum Sheikh. Let him hear it.
Thank you very much. Actually, before I was coming up, I was looking at the crowd and coming out here. It looks like just mid-America, so I've been taking surveys everywhere I go. Do we like Bernie Sanders here and Hillary and Democrats? Okay. Bernie, how about Donald Trump or the Republicans? Or maybe none of the above? Would you agree the important thing, though, is that we all vote, right? So make some noise if in this last primary you voted and got one of these I voted stickers. See in the back there? You can see I'm still wearing mine. I didn't even vote. I just wear this so it looks like I'm a U.S. citizen. You might get that here in Belding. Actually thinking of going to Arizona and selling these. I'm not kidding. Who needs one? Anybody need one? Usually they'll need them in the kitchen. Oh, is that wrong? Are we politically correct? Well, there's no Hispanics in the kitchen in Belding, huh? They got more Hispanics than the Tigers do. Only one noticed that. Actually, you'd be glad to know I am a U.S. citizen, but I was born in Pakistan. Thank you for that warm response. I was 7 years old when we learned we're coming to America. The only thing I knew about America was how rich it was. So I imagined there'd be gold streets everywhere, rubies that landed in Detroit. Something in 1968, right after riots. I'm like, they done a bait and switch on my 18 hours on an airplane, I'm in Afghanistan. Now you can imagine when I travel, they thoroughly search me. It's a point now when I fly anywhere, only thing over the airport is a thong. And I'm cocky about it. I'll be like, yeah, go ahead, look for my weapon of mass destruction. They're weighing me through though, they're like, you ain't hurting anyone with that. And they like to remind me that saying, once you've had a pack, you'll probably go back.
Alright, what's up guys? It's Christian back at you with another Thursday video. So we're with a comedian here, and his name is?
Cody Calabro.
Alright, so thank you Cody for wanting to do this with me.
Absolutely.
He will be one of two, so this is the first one, then we'll be doing another one later. So the first question I have to ask you is, what advice would you give to up-and-coming comedians?
I would say just get out there as soon as you can. One thing that really helped me was I started taking a class recently. Before then, I was like kind of just dust in the wind. I go do open mics sometimes, but I didn't really have a priority. And so once I took a class, I had someone that I had to impress. And so I kept coming back week after week, and every week I had to be better than I was the week before. And so that really kind of set me straight as far as like making progress.
I mean, for my musician fans out there, that's pretty much how we work as well. You know, we usually aim for, we see somebody who's like, hey, that guy is better than me, so I'm going to try to improve myself to try to keep up with the game. So it's how that works too. So it's good to know that it works kind of all around.
Absolutely.
So the next question is, like, do you have any like personal experiences that you have with the jokes or like that?
Well, one thing, a lot of comics kind of make up stories as they go along, and everyone seems to be fine with that. Everyone in the class says, yeah, make up jokes, who cares? But pretty much everything I say on stage directly happened to me. So it's a bit of a personal priority, but it doesn't really matter in the end, I guess.
That's true. I mean, it's, like, obviously, as people know, my skits aren't real things that happen. They just kind of come to you and work with what you got.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I try to keep it real. Do you have any influencers, like any famous or non-famous friends or family?
Meaning,
like, did anybody you witness say, hey, you know what, I actually want to do comedy with that guy?
Oh yeah. So I would say my top one is probably Doug Stanhope, who's he's not really famous in that everybody knows his name, but that's because he's kind of raunchy and just lives life his own way. He doesn't want to kind of follow the trend and sell out stadiums. He's happy just doing small things, which is kind of how I am.
Do it for fun.
Absolutely.
If it's not fun, then what's the point of doing it?
Totally. Yeah, I just like the opportunity to get out in weird places, with weird people, doing weird things. So, check and check with the night.
That's actually one of my end mottos is be weird. So.
Absolutely.
So was this actually a dream of yours to like do something like this, or did you just kind of wake up one day and go, you know what, I'm gonna do it?
So it totally was, and I've wanted to do stand-up for like 8 or 10 years. I've been telling people, I'm gonna do stand-up, I'm gonna do stand-up. And I kept putting it off. I'd write jokes here and there, but I never committed to it. And then about a year ago, I realized, like, man, I'm not getting any younger, and what am I wasting my time for? So I took my PlayStation 4 for $1,000, and I gave it to a person I know, and I said, yo, if I don't get on stage in the next 30 days, keep it. So day 29 was my first day on stage ever.
There you go. That's one way to, for those of you who need some influence, give up something you love.
Yeah, incentivize it, for sure.
So when did you start?
So my first time on stage was actually May of last year. So I'm just coming up on 1 year right now.
Hey, boosting up for you.
Yeah, no, this is actually my 4th day of the last 5 that I've gone on stage. So it's really kind of picking up momentum.
All right, well, hey, look at that. And at least we caught you while you're young, so when you're famous, don't forget us.
Absolutely, same here, man. This is the first video. I can't wait to see the 100.
Yeah. So what is your favorite bit that you actually do?
Well, the one that I seem to get a lot of traction with is the Plan B one.
Yeah, that was actually really funny.
Yeah, everyone seems to be a pretty big fan of that one, and it's pretty funny because a lot of the bits that I do, I start seeing in real life. It's like The Secret or something like that.
Yeah.
I just saw a meme going around the other day about the fact that you could buy Plan B on Amazon. Because it was people saying, oh, you gotta buy Plan B on Amazon because they might take away birth control pills. So get it while it's hot.
Well, I mean, hey, at least you got the joke while it's young.
Yeah, right?
Have you ever worked with anybody, or do you just kind of solo it, or is it like do you have like a community that you have on your own?
It kind of builds. It seems like comedy is a whole lot of lone wolves, you know.
Yes.
And when you're a young dude doing stand-up, there are so many young dudes doing stand-up. Not that I'm young,
Yeah, seem pretty young.
In any case, it's easy for people to get jealous of each other and stuff like that. So I have some acquaintances and everything like that, and the more I go around the circuit, the more I see the same faces. And you click with certain people, but I think it's important to just not try to please everybody. Just find the people that are part of your tribe and just spend your time with them.
That's what we do here. We don't purposely aim to please. Of course, we try to get everybody happy, but you can't do everything everybody wants because some people want to. But we try to go for it.
For sure.
All right, thank you for doing this with me. It's
Absolutely.
a great performance. I hope people come and check this guy out. So,
thanks a lot,
do
man.
you know when your next performance is going to be?
April 3rd in Ann Arbor, we've got Full Metal Events event, which is taking place at, I don't remember the name of the theater, but I'll hook you up with a link to it. And then April 10th at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle in Royal Oak.
Do you have any social media you want me to come as well?
Yeah, sure. You can find me at Instagram.com/Cody Calebra. That's CODYCALEBRA.
All right, there you go. And definitely put the links in the description, so make sure you guys check that out. And again, like I said, thanks for having me.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right, guys. This is the second interview we're doing today. So I'm with Khurum Sheikh here.
Yes, very good.
And I'm so glad I said that correctly.
Yes, I'm impressed.
Very few people can get that, right?
Yeah, no, that's true, yeah.
All right. So my first question is, in your performance, you talked about being a police officer.
Yes.
And for those of you that aren't aware of it, he was a police officer for how many years?
25 years.
He was 25 years. And what city?
City of Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Ann Arbor, Michigan, folks. So if you guys have seen him around, don't tell him.
Yeah.
But so did you have a lot of fun being a police officer there?
Yeah, actually, I've been very fortunate. Always wanted to be a police officer. I got to do that. And then once I got my pension and had a steady source of income, did my other dream job, which was to do stand-up comedy, which most of people, I work with some great comedians, and they're broke. So it's glad that I've got a different source of income and just do this to pursue it, yes.
That's you know, very few people can say that they've got to complete one dream job just to go to another dream job.
Yeah, very much so.
So you know, that's actually pretty good motivation for the people. Is that, you know, make sure you guys go for at least try to go for your dream job. You know, if you can't, you know, just try to do something that makes you happy, and then hopefully maybe in the future you can do another dream job.
Yeah.
So then what we have here is how long does it take you to prepare for some of your jokes or your bits per se?
Well, a lot of people ask like how you write. For me, I'll watch the news and just get an idea that pops in my mind. It's very difficult for me personally to just sit down and try to write it. I know some people do that at work or if you have a deadline. Luckily for me, I'm just have enough material. I'm just adding material now and then. But my mind works better just playing off people, playing off news. And I've done it now for about 8 years, so I have a 30-minute set I'm comfortable with that I know inside out, and then I can just add things to it. But it took, I would say, that 8 years to get those 30 minutes.
Well, all things take time, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the people know that obviously some of these videos don't take place within like a day. You know, it takes me about a week to get everything all put together, and then it's good to go.
Exactly. Yeah. It always looks easy when it's done well. It's not so easy.
That's true. As some people that actually don't know for YouTubers is that they think, oh, it's just you film the video, you post it on YouTube, and it's done. But what they don't know is like the ins and outs of what happens there. Like sometimes it takes you 4 hours to edit, sometimes it takes weeks to edit, and then there's issues that come up where the computer breaks or whatever. So you gotta kind of, like with your job, you have to mix it all up and make sure that you have backups for backups.
Exactly. Yeah, and even with comedy, you have to find the right word. You have the idea of the joke, but then it doesn't do as well. Now, I often videotape what I do, and then I'll watch and see, and I have reworded jokes. You want to get rid of anything that is not necessary to get the punchline and so on. But I enjoy it because it's all a process. If it was too easy, especially at this age where I'm older, and it's fun feeling like a rookie when you've already had a career, and so it's stimulating to try to get it right. But it definitely, like anything, what happens, somebody sees somebody really good, like, oh, they're just up there talking. I can do it. But as soon as you go up there, you realize, oh, it's not so easy.
Yeah, and we actually got to unfortunately witness that, but it's good that kid kind of was able to bring himself together every now and then. He's still kind of tripping over, but it may have been his first performance, so, you know.
Yes.
And I'm going to give that kid a lot of props for,
absolutely.
You know.
And even on YouTube, you can find famous people on their early ones. And in fact, it's funny, Kevin Hart has a funny thing where he was with a booker, and the booker was telling him, I just don't see it. I don't see how you're going to make it at all. You should try a different job. And he's laughing at that, you know, so those things happen. So it's more perseverance. And the toughest thing, I think, with stand-up comedy is you have to learn on stage. You have to fail on stage to get good. If you're a painter, you wait until you're happy with the painting and then you show it to somebody. In stand-up comedy, you have to show them the rough draft.
So you actually mentioned, you know, that you've worked with some people and some aren't. You know, some are successful, some aren't. And I actually wanted to know, did you work with any famous people or people that the people out there may know? Or?
Probably the two most famous, one is Godfrey, and the other is Dave Attell. I've worked with him, I've opened for him. A bunch of other people, but those are the two you would know. And what is fascinating, there's a handful of comedians I've worked with that are extremely funny and not household names. They're just traveling around, you know, doing gigs, one-night things all over the country, but they're as funny as anybody I've seen on TV. And right now what's going on is some comedians, I don't mind it, but some comedians are getting upset that celebrities, whether ex-athletes or otherwise celebrities, are doing stand-up comedy now. And they're like, this is not something you just do, it's unfair, they're just there because of their fame. So, because they're famous, people will come see them, but they're not necessarily really comedians. They just tell old stories and stuff. But for bookers, hey, if it gets people to come out and they make money in the show, what do they care? But for me, it's just about getting good, not really worrying about what others are doing.
So what's your favorite bit that you do? Do you have a favorite bit, or?
I don't necessarily have a favorite bit as much as I like jokes that are unique to me. They say that if the jokes are unique to you, it's not something somebody can steal. And so just as an example of a joke, I talked about how as a police officer, people liked me, especially after September 11th, people liked the police and firefighters. But then being from Pakistan, people would dislike me because Bin Laden was on there, and I was like, I had something to do with that.
Yeah.
And so to me, it's just weird. People would hate me for being Pakistani, but then love me for being a police officer. It's really weird. You get the complete opposite reaction at my Al-Qaeda meetings. I don't go to Al-Qaeda meetings, we chat online. Now, I like that joke mostly because it's unique to me. Not everybody can do that. And it's funny, when I first did it, especially when terrorism was still fresh, when everybody was in the pack, I didn't say it with the full confidence, but that developed. Now I'll go to any bar where they hate Al-Qaeda, but I do that joke with such, whatever, non-fear that it usually gets a laugh. But again, I like that, not so much because it's super funny, but it's unique to me.
I mean, I guess the secret to being a great comedian is have some uniqueness.
Yeah, ultimately with any art form, it's you, whatever you personally bring to it. So, but that's not easy. It's like, it can take a whole lifetime to figure out who we are, and then let alone share it with the rest of the world.
And you definitely got to build a personality for it so that people understand that personality. And I think a lot of the fans that just got to witness that joke are getting that personality down.
Okay, good. Yeah,
I'm hoping that they are.
yeah. And like I say, even being yourself is so difficult. The example I give is imagine, which happens is, let's say you got cast in a movie, famous people and stuff, and the director just came to you and said, listen, all we need you to do is just walk normally across the parking lot. Chances are you won't be able to do it. Suddenly you'll be aware of how you're walking and this and that. And so even being yourself on stage or on the camera takes a long time.
So what advice would you give to somebody who's thinking about trying to be a comedian themselves?
I would say a few things. One is the reason I started doing comedy is because I would get so nervous and so stressed at the idea of being 80 years old and thinking I should have, I could have. So the first thing is, life goes fast. For you, you will learn this. If you save this, you'll learn when you get older. It does go fast. And really, everybody that is like dying of cancer, this, that, and they interview them, their regrets are the things they didn't do. Not so much mistakes they made, but risks they didn't take. So the first thing is, don't have regrets. Go out there and do your best. And then from a practical standpoint, I'll talk to a lot of comedians and they want to know how to be funny, this, that, and it's their first time. I said, there's stages with comedy. First stage, just go up there and not faint. So, because too many people get too into being funny, this, that, and once you got that down, you'll go. The light there, the nervousness, just enjoy it and celebrate that you went up there. And he had 5 minutes, he did about 2 minutes, he got the rest of his time, he got off stage, said, I'm sorry, I forgot. And then he told me, okay, now I realize. There's no amount of advice you can give him. Just enjoy it, don't be too harsh on yourself. Start out with like not fainting, then getting through one joke, and just enjoying the whole process.
One step at a time.
Yes, exactly.
So was this always a dream of yours, or did you just kind of, you actually already answered that. With the police officer, you said, you know what, I want to be me.
Yeah, but also, as I said, I work with very good comedians, or any performance artists. We know the famous ones, but the vast majority have second jobs because it doesn't pay well, it's a struggling thing. So you have to enjoy the art. If you're doing it for fame and fortune, chances are A, you won't get the fame and fortune, and B, there's enough cases of people that got the fame and fortune and they're miserable. They commit suicide, or they have all kinds of drug problems, or they have all the problems that we have that we think we won't have when we achieve a certain thing. But the main thing is live a full life, and that means going for your dreams.
That's exactly how being a YouTuber is. Everybody always, you don't want to start the channel with the dream of, I'm going to become famous. You want to start it with, I'm doing this because it's fun for me, for the people that watch it. And if I become successful, then that's great, but that's not what I'm aiming for. I'm aiming is to make other people happy, and I feel like that's a lot of the ones that are actually meaningful and are funny are usually the ones that are, you know, doing it for the fun, not for the fame.
Yeah, and also even like ideally, as you get older and wiser, you realize what success is. And success is not having a bunch of people follow you or the fame and fortune. You think it is, but again, I can give you, and I'm sure you know, tons of people who are very upset or unhappy that are famous and rich. But success to me is just knowing you lived your life fully, regardless. I always tell people, if after 20 years doing comedy, I have absolutely no real major success, I'll be like, you know, I thought I had talent. Turns out I didn't. But that's all right. I had a full life. It's better knowing you have no talent than thinking you did and you never exploited that possibility.
That's true. So is there anything you'd like to leave with our viewers? Maybe a joke or a personal story or anything at all?
No.
Well, I guess that means you guys got to come and check them out for yourselves.
Yeah, please do. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Do you have any, do you know where your next performance may be at, where we can send our viewers to?
Well, what you can do is email me because I'm all over the place, but it's my first name, Khurum, Khurum, 313, which was my old badge number at the police department, at AOL.com. Give you an idea, I'm so old school, I still have AOL. So I'm the first people that they try to hack. They figure, oh, AOL, but I didn't want to change my email address, so I'm not even on Gmail. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure having you, and I hope that you guys go and enjoy this and go and see you in the future.
Yes.